Hey, Master Jue.
Hey, David, how's it going?
It's good. How about you?
Always say that. How's it
Oi,
going?
how's it going all the time?
And I got the mug again.
Got the mug. Yep.
And we have a guest today.
Yep. Don't know if you can see him, but we got Bob here today.
We have Bob today.
Yep. All right.
I forgot what that acronym means. I'm gonna look it up. I forgot. Anyway.
Yeah, we said that yesterday. Though.
I know we
but
did.
We still didn't figure anything out.
Still hasn't. But yeah, Bob is here today. We did a little demo with him yesterday.
Right.
That's because you didn't want to be the dummy, and I don't want to be the dummy. So.
Right. So if you guys didn't know, we actually had we were showcasing this really awesome product called 2020 Armor.
Yep.
And it was made by some world-class Taekwondo athletes, and it is just super cool, and it is such an amazing tool for, people to not only spar with a partner, but to be able to train at home. I thought it was really cool.
It is really cool.
I gotta plug it every time.
Yeah, well now you're giving out all the secrets.
Should I cut that out?
No, those guys at 2020 are going to say, thank you very much.
Yeah, I think it's just so cool that.
Well, there's no holding back because they are cutting edge on this. It is really cool, and for our students, you're going to see it pretty soon.
Yeah.
And you guys will be able to play with it. It is going to be really cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, anyway, why are we here exactly? I get that all the time. Why are we here? Well, we're here because of that coronavirus. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
But why do we do this? I think someone was asking, why do you do that?
Extra time.
Just extra time. Kind of like that. Why not?
Yeah.
There's a lot of reasons. But it is interesting to understand why. Because when we understand why, then we know where we're going.
Yeah. Right?
And whys are really bigger than just like a goal. Like sometimes people do Taekwondo because they want to become a black belt. Well, is that really a why or is that really a goal? You see, are they the same or they're different? In some ways they're the same, but they really are different, right?
Yeah.
Like for instance, if I want to be a black belt, so what happens when you become a black belt? I'm a black belt. So then your why kind of goes away, right?
Yeah.
But if your why was to be, well, I like to be in shape, but you don't have to do Taekwondo to be in shape. But if my why was to be in shape and maybe also learn some self-defense, right? Then you would just do it and you would always want to perfect it and try to be better at it. And it's never about the belt in a way, right? It's really about being the best you can possibly be. Yeah. And so you do certain things because of a bigger why, right? I need to know why. President Che likes this saying, a ideal person is a person that can live without laws. What does that mean? Well, as he kind of explains it, a person that can live without laws means that person does everything right. That's ideal. That is really, that
you
is
wish.
true. Yeah.
You wish that was our society right now.
Absolutely. Do the right thing. But the question is, what is right and wrong? Well, I mean, to give you an example, right? We have a intersection right here by our neighborhood.
Yeah.
And there's no stop sign. So no big deal. You just blasted right through that intersection. It says, yeah, but there was no car. Right. I'll just blast right through. Why not? And that's okay. As long as everyone knows the rules. Know what's right. Sometimes there are 2 or 3 cars and you take turns. Yeah. And you know what's right. But when there happens to be an accident,
then there goes a stop sign.
There goes the stop sign. The stop signs come up because you didn't follow the rules. And what's right or wrong? Well, I had the right of way. No way, I had the right of way. Yeah. Which one is right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
And so it's all it's all based on our point of view. What I think is right may not be what is right for you. So we have to do the things that we believe is right, right? And it's those things that we do today do affect our future.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. The ripple effect. This one's been going on for a
effects.
few weeks now, ever since we had that one Monday morning coffee.
Did we talk about that already?
That was like the second episode,
Was it?
I think. Yeah. It keeps coming back. Every week, I think. It just...
I mean... yeah, well, some things are... That's true. It's like...
They always relate.
It is. It's like we're here because of a situation. I can't control that. But we can definitely make the best out of it. We can, crawl in a hole and cry and, why is it happening to me? Or, you take the information that you have and you try to make the best decision that you can possibly out of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so why, right? Why do we do certain things? There's 3 ways of learning. One is a book, or whatever, a book, video, reference materials, something like that. Some good, some bad, and that also kind of, there's that ADHD. I get sidetracked sometimes.
Oh, we're going down
We're going to go down a different road.
Tangent? Oh, okay.
Tangent,
Thank you for telling me.
It's like, so, you can learn from, different resources. And those resources are based on that person's perspective, really. Like, for instance, we have a black belt who's in Singapore, right?
Okay.
And he was telling me, oh, yeah, I went to visit Vietnam. And I was like, oh, that's cool. What did you like? He kind of told me a little bit about it. And he says, oh, yeah, and we went to this place, and this is the American War. And I says, what? The American War? What do you mean? And so in Vietnam, apparently, according to Mr. Ong, is that the war in Vietnam was the American War. They look at it as that America came and created the war. We went, America's point of view, we went to stop communism, right?
Yeah.
To free them.
Right.
So who's right and wrong?
Perception.
It is. It really is. Who's a good guy and who's a bad guy?
It's just perception.
It is, right? So I do like the idea that the ideal person is a person that does everything right. I do like that. But right could be different for everybody. Yeah. It's, it's how you view it. And hopefully the my right or my choice that more people want to believe in the same thing, the same ideology. Right. That's right. Yeah. That could be right, could be wrong. Anyway. So why? Anyway, as I got sidetracked. So there's 3 ways to learn, right? Materials, books, so forth. Instructor, right? A teacher. You learn from them. And that's pretty obvious, right? Right. And the third one is other people's experiences, right? Yeah. Other people's experiences, because there's a lot to be learned from personal experiences. However, we're never, ever in those particular situations sometimes. Right. Yeah. For instance, if I want to learn how to, how should I say it? I mean, here's an example. I'm going to use this example. I would tell you, don't go skiing. And you go, why not? Well, my personal experience, I remember I was 13 years old and I really wanted to go skiing with my friends, right? Yeah. And the weather was really bad. My mom and dad said, no, you shouldn't go. It's not good weather. But we had planned this and really wanted to go. And so I talked them into letting me go. And I broke my leg. I was really quite fortunate. I broke it pretty bad. Yeah, came across. It broke it diagonal on the tibia. Yeah. Fibia. I forget
Whichever
which
one.
one.
Yeah.
The big bone. And back then they didn't have the medical technology as they do today. So what they did is they hung my leg over the bed and then they wrapped it up. Today they probably would pin it.
Right.
You know.
And then let it grow back.
And then let it grow back. But not then. It was just so that's how they fixed my leg. A week later I went in and to have it checked on the x-ray, and goes, does your leg hurt? It says, well, yes, it does hurt. Of course it does. Does it hurt like it was broken? It says, I don't know what the difference is. Because your leg has slipped. The bone had slipped out of place like it's broken. I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to take that cast off and recast it. So okay. So anyway.
Any anesthesia?
No.
Oh, they just
hung my leg over, wrapped it up again.
Yeah.
But it was weird. I remember because they had cast it. My knee was bent like this, like it was hanging over the bed.
Yeah.
I remember going to school, and every time it stopped, I could feel like the bone was kind of like going up and down like this. Right?
Yeah.
So what's the point? The point is, that's my experience. I'm sharing it with you. Do you want to go skiing now?
I've actually never been skiing.
Well, anyway.
We've only gone once.
Yeah, I'm using that kind of as an example,
Yeah.
as a warning what could happen, going skiing. Obviously, there are positive stuff as well, but we can learn from other people's experiences.
Yeah.
So why am I sharing that? Well, just sharing why.
Yeah.
If we understand why, we can move forward. Why do I do this? Why do I do that? Why do I do Taekwondo? Right now I have a lot of students that actually have stopped doing Taekwondo because of the coronavirus, right? And, hey, I get it. Why though? Well, then is that an excuse or is that an issue? Right? Is the virus an excuse to stop?
Right.
Or is it really an issue? See, I think that if we always treat something as an excuse, you can never solve it.
Right.
But if you treat it as an issue, then we can solve it. Now, maybe the problem or the issue is, right, you can't really solve it. And so the only way to solve the issue is to stop Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. I mean, I'm just talking about those students, right?
Right.
It makes a lot of sense. You get a 5-year-old and you're going to say, hey, come online and watch, and let's do Taekwondo online. And, the parents are going like, he can't do that. Watch a little camera or a computer or whatever.
Yeah.
And all he's doing is spinning around.
Right.
Why is that?
Yeah, he's 5-year-old.
He's 5 years old. I mean,
yeah, totally.
And so it's not an excuse. If that person stops, it's not really an excuse. The issue is that he can't focus and watch.
Right.
So, but does that mean that they can't do Taekwondo? Or how can we solve that issue?
Yeah.
Because obviously the online is not the problem solver. You need something else that could solve that problem, right? But you do have those people have excuses. I can't do this because I got this, I got that, I got this.
Yeah.
Right? I can't kick because I got 2 hip. Yeah, those are. I don't think of them as excuses. I mean, it's very difficult for me to actually go and try to go break 5 boards. I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah.
Right? I understand the issue. I just don't think I want to go do that. And so that leads to, like, for me, it leads to like what happens is self-defense. If you feel like you're going to use the excuse not to kick them because you have hip replacement, maybe. But that could cost my life. Yeah. Right? So if I understand my limitation or I understand my issues, then how am I going to solve that issue? Because the issue is not breaking 5 boards. That to me is not important. But what might be more important is how did I defend myself? Yeah. And so now I understand my issues. I have to solve that problem. And if
Right.
that problem, if that means using a bladed weapon, or if it means, it's easy to say, I'll just talk my way out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Great. That's awesome if you can.
Yeah.
But it's not possible at all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I always use that as an example. I had this student. She was doing a kickboxing class, and she was at a stop sign,
Mm-hmm.
listening to a radio station, and it was some guy made a funny comment, and she was just laughing. It was a nice sunny day. The windows are down. She's laughing, and this lady was right next to her, and she's having an argument with her boyfriend or something.
Yeah.
And she looks over to her left, and where my student was, listening to the radio, and she's like looks back over, and she's laughing, and that lady was like, "Hey, you laughing at me?" It's like,
yeah.
And she's like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
She's like,
yeah.
And she was making a left-hand turn. She's in a left-hand turn. This person's in her. So she gets the green light to make a left. So she makes this left, and that lady chases after her, cuts her off, and then she's getting out of her car.
Yeah.
This lady that was on the phone, and she says, "Are you laughing? That was not funny." And the windows are down, and she started to punch it, and my student was just saying, "I wasn't laughing at you. I was listening to the radio. I was laughing at the radio." And there was just no way of talking her down, because in that person's own mind is that she was laughing at her.
Yeah.
And she was pissed, and so she was just assaulting her, punching her.
Yeah.
And at that point, you just go, okay, you see, no, it doesn't matter what your verbal communication. I mean, obviously that helps.
Yeah.
But there's no guarantee, and so you've got to be prepared. You got to be able to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Did we get sidetracked?
Oh yeah, we're on the next train.
Next train. Yeah. I'm trying to make this more exciting.
Yes, sir.
Someone said it needs to be more exciting.
Yeah.
Actually, I do get some comment, and that's great. Again, it's not right or wrong.
Yeah.
It's just people's opinion, right?
Yeah.
It's their perception. I did get a comment that it could be more serious. Well, I didn't really think of this thing as being serious. It's more like just chit-chatting with you. Right?
Yeah.
And then I had another comment from another friend. It says, "How did you get your son to sit down and talk to you and do that video?" Says, "I don't know. We just talked about it," and says, "Yeah, let's do it."
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm lucky in that way, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess we're just hams.
What's a ham?
Oh, you never heard that term?
No.
That's so weird. It's kind of like saying groovy or something far out.
What's a ham?
Ham?
What, with two-legged lambs or something? Or?
Oh, you never heard of being a ham?
No.
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 Oh boy. There's got to be someone out there. They're going like, "Oh my God." It is all the people that are much older. They're going, "Oh, he doesn't know what a ham is." Yeah, ham is someone that likes the limelight. They like the attention.
Okay.
Ham it up, that's kind of what we used to say. You're a ham. You're kind of like to show off.
What a weird term.
What a weird term.
What a weird term.
I wonder if if you Googled that, ham, I'm sure it's going to say pork or something, right?
Yeah.
But there must be a slang. Or
yeah,
Google,
no, probably.
Google ham slang or something.
Ham slang?
Yeah. You going to do that?
Yeah, I'll do that after this.
It's like, hamming it up. I mean, it's like, I can't say hamming it up because you don't understand that.
I think I got it now.
Yeah, you got it. So anyway, he's like, "Oh, how did you get your son to do that that little video?" I don't know, we talked about it and says, "Let's do it."
Let's do it.
and who came up with this morning coffee, the name of the morning? Yeah, I think you did, I think.
Yeah, I think so. It eventually started as like a motivational Monday. But
well, I hope it is motivational.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's true. It's just my ideas and our ideas. Actually, I shouldn't say my ideas, but our ideas.
Your ideas.
Well, I mean, like I said, you can learn from people's experiences, right?
Yeah.
And do I have more ideas than you? In some ways, yes and no. Mm-hmm. We all have different ideas. But what I definitely do have is I have more life experience than you do. And so I have a tendency to have different stories to share or different thoughts on why we do certain things, why I do certain things, and it's not necessarily right or wrong. It's just decisions that I've made. And those decisions, as I said, leads us back to here.
The why.
The why. Why do I do this, right?
Yeah. Well, I think that was a good episode.
Ouch.
I don't want to, I don't want you to go on another tangent there and lose more of our audience.
All right. Well, next time we're gonna get you to share your experience.
I don't know if anyone wants to hear mine.
Why?
But
why not? Why
not? Yeah, just think about what's your reason why.
Yeah, give us some feedback. Let us know what you think. Oh, we turn off the comments.
Oh yeah. You can always send it in to us. We don't want certain people commenting. We're afraid.
We're afraid of those two clowns.
Yeah.
What the heck? What are they doing?
Yeah, make sure.
I just turned it off. I don't want to hear that anyway. No, actually, I do like hearing comments. I do like to hear feedback, because if I don't know, how can I ever fix something?
Yeah, that's true. So make sure to send us your comments if you like what you want to see more of, what you want to see a little less of.
This is sounding like our podcast.
They want to see a little more banter. Make sure to send it to all your friends.
Yeah. Our viewing has gone down, I think.
I know. Start sending it out. Start sharing it. We're off to a good start, and it's slowly. So make sure to send it.
You know, the reason why we do that is because we want to be YouTube stars.
Oh, yeah, YouTube stars. 100%.
No way. It's not happening. Anyway.
Make sure to be safe.
Keep training.
And we'll see you guys next week.
All right. Thanks, David.